Welcome back to our online learning process of Raozan Aryamaitreya Institution. Dear students, in this critical pandemic situation of COVID-19, I think you are passing your time in home with your study, and I hope so. Dear student, today we will discuss the next part of the lesson. I like to tell you that this is the continuation of our lesson which we have discussed yesterday. Okay, dear lesson, take your pen and papers in front of you and take your EFT books and open page at 183, class 9-10. The lesson 7, the purple jar, page 183. Have you got it, dear students? I like to tell you that this is the continuation of the yesterday's lesson. The lesson is the purple jar 2. Okay, dear students, and this is my identity, as you know, and you have also told yesterday the color is purple, so I don't want to use anymore. I don't want to use any time anymore. So today's lesson is purple jar 2, the purple jar 2. Okay, dear students, what we will do today, and this is the very important for you because we will exercise these activities. Familiar with new words. By the end of the lesson you will be able to familiar with the new words. Think about the situation, and this will happen in pre-reading state. Understand and enjoy the story while reading state. Take the best answers. This will happen on post-reading state. At the end of the lesson, we will discuss a little bit from punctuation and capitalization. This is focus on grammar. Okay, dear students. Now, let's familiar with some new words. First one, argue. Repeat after me. This is a verb for argue. Look at the pictures. One boy and one girl is arguing something, is talking. They are talking in somewhat they don't agree. That is to disagree. The second one, disappointed. Repeat after me. Disappointed. Look at the picture. By showing the picture, I try to understand you. I make you understand you. The word disappoint. Fail to fulfill the hopes of expectations. Fail to fulfill the hopes or expectation is called disappointed. Chemist shop. Look at the pictures. This is a chemist shop. A chemist is working there, and a shop where medicines and toiletries are sold. Oh, here is a mistake. Are sold. Fascination. Look at the pictures. This is very beautiful, more than beautiful, is called fascination. Attractive. The power of fascinate someone, the power of attract someone. This is called fascination. Worn out. Yes, the pictures tell you what is the meaning of worn out. Very old and tears. Okay, dear students, repeat after me. Fascinate. The power of fascinate someone. Worn out, very old and tears. And this is another word, flashback. Dear students, think about your activities. Suppose you did some nice activities which is very much memorable in your memory. Now, by the time you try to remember, now suddenly you have tried to think that situation. This is called fascinated. I write a sentence, I have written a sentence here. Your mind or thoughts flashback to something that happened in the past. You suddenly remember. That is called fascinate or flashback. Sorry, fascinate, not fascinate, flashback. Okay, pre-listening stage. This is a listening. You have to listen it very careful so that you may understand the topics very careful. Okay, dear student, suppose you and your parents went to visit a trade fair. You like to buy a nice mobile set, but your parents did not want to buy for you. Now tell me, how did you feel at that situation? Dear students, this is a nice mobile set you wanted to buy, but your parents did not buy it for you. At that situation, what will you feel? What did you feel? Okay, very much depressed. You feel depressed. Okay, thank you very much. Now I will give you one question. Why did Rosamond persuade her mother to buy, here is a mistake student, B-U-Y, to buy her a pair of shoes? Listen and make the answer. Okay, I will give you text side by side audio, and audio I will give you to your better understanding. You will get the text. You get the text and listen. Okay, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to listen, dear students? Are you with me? Okay, now listen.
This time, Rosamond was really disappointed as her mother wanted nothing. However, while they were passing by a chemist shop,
I told you the word chemist shop. Okay?
She saw some jars, blue, green, red, yellow and purple. And she seemed to have a fascination for a purple jar.
The word fascination. This is noun. I told you the word verb, fascinate. Yes, can you remember, dear student? Fascinate. To attract something, and the things which can attract someone easily. This is called fascinate. More than beautiful. Okay, listen.
But her mother answered as before. Of what use would they be to me, Rosamond? Oh, Mama, I would use it for a flower pot. But you have a flower pot, and the jar you're dying for buying is not a flower pot. Yet, Mama, I like it so much. Then suddenly she cried, Ouch! A stone, Mama! A stone has got in my shoe. It hurts. Oh, how did it get there? See, there's a hole in my shoe. Mama, in fact, my shoes are quite worn out. Would you be so good as to buy me another pair? But Rosamond, I haven't got money enough to buy shoes, jars, jewelry, buckles, and all that you wish to buy. Rosamond became sad again. Her mind flashed back to all those beautiful...
Yes, dear student, flashed back. Try to remember something which has happened earlier. Which had happened earlier. This is called flashback. Okay, dear student, listen.
Things she had seen that morning. But Mama, I like the purple jar very much, and now my foot hurts. Could you buy me only these two things? The jar and a pair of shoes, please? No, Rosamond, you can buy only one thing. However, you may buy the other thing next month, and you have to decide which one you would like to buy now. I need the shoes badly. Rosamond began to argue with herself. But my heart is in the beautiful jar. Then, looking at her shoes, she told her mother, These shoes are not so bad except for the hole in one. I think I can make them last till the end of the month, can't I? Don't you think so, Mama? I want you to think for yourself, dear. Okay, if you please, I would like to have the purple jar. Very well, you will have it.
Okay, dear students, I think you have enjoyed the reading and also listening. Now we are going to listen the part of the text and you have to make the answer, and I will give you option. The question is, look at the screen, which is the correct statement. You have to choose the correct statement. Okay, listen it and I will give you option and then you have to choose. Okay.
This time, Rosamond was really disappointed as her mother wanted nothing. However, while they were passing by a chemist's shop, she saw some jars, blue, green, red, yellow and purple, and she seemed to have a fascination for a purple jar. But her mother answered as before. Of what use would they be to me, Rosamond? Oh, Mama, I would use it for a flower pot. But you have a flower pot, and the jar you're dying for buying is not a flower pot.
Okay, dear students, I think you have listened it very carefully. Now try to choose the correct statement. First one, Rosamond saw the chemist shop from a distance. B. She liked the jar of all the colors equally. C. She had a special liking for a jar of particular color. D. Her mother found some use of the purple jar. Okay, which one will be the correct statement? Okay, dear, look. C. She had a special liking for a jar of purple color. Okay, dear students, come to the next part of the lesson. Look and listen.
Yet, Mama, I like it so much. Then suddenly she cried, Ouch! A stone, Mama! A stone has got in my shoe. It hurts. Oh, how did it get there? See, there's a hole in my shoe. Mama, in fact, my shoes are quite worn out. Would you be so good as to buy me another pair? But Rosamond, I haven't got money enough to buy shoes, jars, jewelry, buckles, and all that you wish to buy.
Okay, dear student, I think you have listened it very carefully and I also enjoy it. Now, my question is, why did Rosamond persuade her mother to buy her a pair of shoes? Okay, dear students, this is the question and I give you the option. Her shoes become old and ugly. This is one. In B, she had no money to buy the purple jar. C, the shoes in the shop were very beautiful. D, a stone got in her shoe and was hurting her. Which one will be the correct answer? Dear students, look, D. A stone got in her shoe and was hurting her. Okay. Dear student, now come to the next part of the lesson, and the question is, Rosamond wanted to buy which things or how many things Rosamond wanted to buy? First listen, then try to choose the answer.
Rosamond became sad again. Her mind flashed back to all those beautiful things she had seen that morning. But Mama, I like the purple jar very much. And now my foot hurts. Could you buy me only these two things? The jar and a pair of shoes, please? No, Rosamond. You can buy only one thing. However, you may buy the other thing next month. And you have to decide which one you would like to buy now.
Okay, Rosamond wanted to buy all the jars. B, the purple jar. C, a flower pot. D, a useful pot. Which one will be the correct? Okay, look, B. Rosamond wanted to buy only the purple jar. Now another option 4. The money Rosamond's mother has can buy only one things, only two things, three things, four things. Okay, dear. Can you guess, dear students? Okay, one things, because one thing, sorry, here is a S, there will be no S. One thing, একটি জিনিস, Okay, dear student. Now listen the next part of the story, and my question is, what made Rosamond finally decide to buy the purple jar? What made Rosamond finally decide to buy the purple jar? Okay, listen.
I need the shoes badly. Rosamond began to argue with herself. But my heart is in the beautiful jar. Then, looking at her shoes, she told her mother, "These shoes are not so bad except for the hole in one. I think I can make them last till the end of the month, can't I? Don't you think so, Mama? I want you to think for yourself, dear." "Okay, if you please, I would like to have the purple jar." "Very well, you will have it."
Okay, dear student, I think you have enjoyed the listening, and now come to the question to make the answer. What made Rosamond finally decide to buy the purple jar? A. The beautiful size of the jar. This made the Rosamond to buy. B. Her mother inability to buy the shoes. C. Her shoes being not so bad. D. The beautiful color of the jar. Which one? Look, dear students. D. The beautiful color of the jar. Tale what made Rosamond finally decide to buy the jar, purple jar? The beautiful color of the jar made the Rosamond finally decided to buy the purple jar. Okay. Dear students, this is the post listening at the last stage of the listening. For time consuming, I won't give you to listen it again. I like to give you the questions. You have to make it, make the answer of this question. First one, what did Rosamond see in the chemist shop? What attracted Rosamond most? This is the first question. The second one, B, on which ground Rosamond's mother didn't want to buy the jar as a flower pot? And C, why did Rosamond cry out suddenly? And D, why did Rosamond request her mother to buy her another pair of shoes? These are the questions. You have to make the answer by listening or by reading the text. The purple jar. Okay, I think it will be better if you write down the questions and make the answer in your exercise book, and write the date and time. After the critical situation, if the school is open, I will check it. Okay, dear student. Okay, there is a fill in the gaps activity. Fill in each gap with a suitable word from your own. Okay, dear student. There will be a text, and in the text some words you have to insert based on the information from the text and the information supply from your text, and also the words which you can be used from the related of the text. It may be related with the text. Look, dash children are attracted by dash show of thing that don't dash of the utility of a thing. This can be dash by Rosamond's dash for purple jar. It was dash for buying dash. It was of dash use of them. Even she wanted to buy it. Dash for buying shoes, though she was dash in need of buying a pair of shoes. Okay, dearest. First I will tell you one time, then you write. Usually children are not attracted by the outer show of things that don't think of the utility of the thing. Dear students, you also do same things sometimes. So that's why I like to tell you that whenever you choose, whenever you like something, let the superior, let your parents to think about the right and wrong. Don't you choose yourself. Don't you select by yourself. Students, what will you do in practical time? In practical situation, if you have parents, if you have superiors, let the parents to think something. When you go to buy something, let the superiors, let the parents to think about the right and wrong, which things will be good, which things will be bad. Okay, that's why usually children, you are attracted by the outer show of the things that don't think the utility of the thing, because everything you don't know the utility of all things. That's why let your superior to think about the right one. This can be, okay dear student, this can be exemplified by Rosamond's fascination for purple jet. It was dying for buying, though it was of no use to them. Even she wanted to buy it instead of buying shoes, though she was badly in need of buying a pair of shoes. Okay, we supply usually, outer, think, exemplified. That means to examine something. Exemplified means examine something. Critically examine something is called exemplified. Fascination, I told you the meaning of the word fascination, which attract people. Dying, though no sorry instead of badly. Sorry. Focus on grammar. I told you earlier, first lesson, then use. This is the activity of punctuation and capitalization. Dear students, there is the text, there is a two, I tell you some hints. I want you to think for yourself. This is the speaker of one person, and in the second this is another speaker, in the last one this is another. Now listen. By listening you can make the you can put the punctuation and capitalization. If you listen it very carefully, then you can use, because listening will help you to insert punctuation and capitalization. Dear students, okay, are you ready to listen? Okay, listen.
I want you to think for yourself, dear. Okay, if you please, I would like to have the purple jar. Very well, you will have it.
Okay, I repeat it. Listen it again very carefully.
I want you to think for yourself, dear. Okay, if you please, I would like to have the purple jar. Very well, you will have it.
Okay, can you guess? Now look, dear students, this is the speaker of mom. I want you to think to yourself. There is a pause, that's why comma, and there is the end of the sentence, full stop, and this statement is told by the mom. Then come, okay, this is the statement from who? From Rosamond. Okay, then pause, there is a pause, and that's why there is a comma. If you please, there is also a pause. I would like to have the purple jar. There is the end of the sentence, and there is also the end of the speaker. That means Rosamond. That's why there is a inverted comma, and this is again the statement of mama. Very well, pause, you will have it. There is the end of sentence, that means full stop, and that is full stop, and this is the end of the sentence. Now listen it carefully for your better understanding.
I want you to think for yourself, dear. Okay, if you please, I would like to have the purple jar. Very well, you will have it.
Okay, dear students, I like to give you homework, and this is the question. Make a summary of the text. The purples are 2. The lesson 7 and unit 14, the purples are 2. You try to make the summary of the lesson, and at the same time you have the put on the exercise book the date and times. Okay, dear students, I like to say goodbye. Stay home, stay safe, and also read more and more. Thank you very much.